Namaste, my name is Dhieyo and welcome to my channel. Today I'll tell you how you can make your life golden by using your silence. So here in India we call it Maun Vart, otherwise it's called the vow of silence. Various different cultures have different ways of doing it and different names for it, but otherwise here it's called Maun Vart, the vow of silence. Now the practitioner needs to decide that vow can be for one day, for a few hours, for a few minutes, or for a very long period of time. So in the earlier times, they were obviously keeping for a long period of time, but times have changed. So we can decide how we need to use this practice in our day-to-day life. So one thing that you should think about is, why is it always said that silence is golden? We've all heard that term, right? Silence is golden. Why golden? Why not something else? Why not silver, platinum, or diamond, or anything? But it's always golden. Why do we always use this finger to tell somebody, okay, keep shut, or for ourselves also, okay, I want to keep shut? Why this finger always? So there's a lot of reason behind this, and it's time that you know, so that you can use this practice and this understanding in your day-to-day life and make use of it. So let's say now every culture has this practice of keeping a fast. Now it could be for a day, it could be for a month or a longer period of time where people don't eat anything. Besides various other emotions and religious factors added to it, the main reason behind this practice is everything that the body has taken in as food, as energy. The period that you're not eating, now the body starts using all that food that is leftover food inside, which is not doing good to you. So the body starts eating all that food inside, thus making you feel much more lighter, much more healthier in your body and in your mind also. So this is the reason why you keep a fast. So the same thing, that's one form of energy. Food is just one form of energy. What about the other five senses that we are using to take all that energy inside? What we are seeing, what we are listening to continuously for years and years, since the time we've been born, and in fact since before we were born also, since we were in our mother's womb, we've been listening, we've been feeding, we've been doing everything. There's so much of energy that is going inside us. Our touch, what about that energy? So the practice to get rid of that energy is the silence. So what happens now is, in silence, when you keep silence, all your emotions that are stored in here, in your gut, this is why they said, you have the gut to do this? No, this person doesn't have the gut to do this. All our emotions are deciding whether the steps that needs to be taken, the decision that needs to be taken, is all happening over here. So once, due to various different other practices, let's say a breathing practice, I made a video on Kundalini Shakti, the golden energy inside you. If you haven't watched that, please watch that video. It will tell you more about the golden energy inside you. I'll pin it up in the comment section, and you'll know more about why it's called the golden energy. But very briefly, all that emotion that is stored over here is human emotion. Underneath that human emotion is this intelligent force, this intelligent light. That light is seen as a golden light. So when they say silence is golden, what happens is, when you start keeping your silence, all that you have gathered from your senses now gets eaten up, disappears from you. And that golden light is the one that is taking all your decisions now, is giving you the right words, is giving you the right understanding of things. So this is why it is called silence is golden. It's never diamond, like I said, it's never silver, it's always golden, because now your mind, body, everything that makes you human has been taken away right now, and that golden light inside you is taking all the decisions. So why is it always said that this finger? Why is it always this finger? This finger in the practice of mudra represents the soul. Besides Vayu, the air, it represents the soul. So when you say this, that means mind, body needs to shut up. Let the soul, let that golden energy do the talking. That's the real you. Not everything that you've gathered through your five senses, not your name, gender, nationality, nothing. Now you keep shut. And in time, let the golden light do the talking. So when we don't keep this fast of silence, is when we start taking all these impulse decisions, impulse actions. Buying things, suddenly you don't even need it and you've gone and bought that thing. Said something you didn't mean to say it and you said that thing. So what happens is, when you keep this silence, all these emotions that are bringing up these wrong decisions start to fade away, and the right words, the right action, the right thought process starts to come inside. So even between this, everything that's going on between the two thoughts, there's a small gap over there which is called the consciousness. This is where you're extremely conscious. So what happens is, this is where creation starts happening. So when you keep a silence in that gap, and that gap is becoming bigger and bigger, creation starts happening. Creation is only not limited to art, painting, singing, drawing, any of those things. Anything can be a creation. You've created the right word. You've created the right thought process. You've created the right action towards doing something. This creation starts happening with when you start keeping this practice, when you start keeping this fast, this vow of silence. So now how do we do it? In the early time when you read about it, people have been doing it for like years and years and years. In today's time, you need to decide how long you need to keep it. I keep it every day in the morning for 2 hours. That's it. I go outside, I take a cup of coffee of mine, and I just keep shut. So you decide what suits you. Initially, you do it for 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And that means without any of your gadgets, without a book, without anything. Obviously, you're going to see things, but let's not force something in front of us that is also becoming an energy that is going inside. It's not going to really work then. So for some time, whatever time you decide, you keep silent. Let every human emotion that is making all the wrong decision choices, all those things just fade away. Let that golden light, silence is golden, let that do the job for you. Let that control this body into doing what it needs to do, not the other way around. So you need to decide. So let's say now if you're staying with your family and all, initially people find it like, okay, why are you not talking? So you explain to them, this is why you're doing it. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you keep growing it. You don't have to do it every day. You do it whenever you feel like doing, but bring this practice into your day-to-day life. Slowly you start doing it every day. You carry a small chit in your pocket saying that I'm in silence. So if you're outside and somebody's coming on and talking to you, instead of you saying, okay, now typing on your message, just show it to them. This is how it was done in the earlier time also. They would just say that, okay, we're carrying this. It says you've taken a vow of silence. However it suits you, but it's really important. Doing this is going to bring your life, is going to turn your life into golden. So it's never too late to start. So start right from now. If you like this video, give it a like.